This facility at the corner of Constitution and Murray has served well the people of Colorado Springs. Here at Holy Cross, we believe that God has called us to encourage those who hunger to be nourished by Him. And it happens in worship here as we are in the sanctuary. It happens through our Growth Ministries, through all the different rooms that are around this structure. And it happens also as we go out into the community serving others. The focus of this video is going to be on the new education space. So I'd like you to go upstairs right now, and Dan Hampton is going to introduce you to why we're going to need that space and what that space will look like.
Here we are upstairs. I know for some of you, you may not realize we even have an upstairs. This is where all of our current Sunday morning and Wednesday children's ministry takes place. Our city is growing, and so is our worship and Sunday school and educational opportunities. So we need a facility that can meet the rising needs of the people God is bringing to us. It's an exciting time here at Holy Cross where we can experience God's love in a number of different ways. We really want to focus on the educational quality we provide to our children, both in Sunday morning education, Wednesday nights, our school, and any other times that we teach this next generation the love God has for them. As you look around this room, you can see that it's not very big. In fact, it's 14 feet by 16 feet, which for some of you might be the same size as your bedroom at home. As we look to the future of teaching our children to make great quality education, we want to use different methods. And for those methods, we need learning centers and we need space so the kids can engage in hands-on activities. Currently, we have no large meeting space for our children to gather together for worship and large group games. Our large areas like Hiller Hall, the Fireside Room, and even our school commons are currently being used for other education opportunities for our adults. And we look forward to having that in the new facility. Now let's go downstairs and meet with Deb Schrank, who is our school director, and let her share with you some of the needs and exciting things she looks forward to in this facility renewal project.
Here at Holy Cross Lutheran School, we provide an exceptional school that emphasizes the education of the whole child, spiritually, academically, socially, emotionally, cognitively, and physically. God has blessed us with a growing ministry over the past 3 years, and we have over 80 children already enrolled. And the inquiries continue to pour in day after day, so we have a wait list. This building was constructed in the 1960s, and it has asbestos, a leaky roof, no air conditioning, and there have been no new updates. The classroom size is even smaller than what you just saw upstairs. With the new building, we can serve double the number of children that we currently have in our program. And for many of our school families, they are not members of Holy Cross, they're unchurched. And this is their only place to hear about God's love and the gospel of Jesus Christ. The school is one of many ways that we can encourage those who hunger to be nourished by God.
So this is really exciting. This is the layout that you can see on your screen in front of you of what our proposed building design is. And I want to just walk you through what all these spaces you see are. One of the first things you might notice is there's a large common space. This gets at identifying our need of having a place for our students and our children and families to gather for all kinds of activities. Each of these classrooms is roughly 500 square feet. To have centers where we can place students in a carpet or circle for story times, and then have other areas for water or sand tables and a variety of other games. Currently, one of our biggest hurdles is bathrooms. We need to maintain a safe environment for our volunteers, our staff, and our children. And bathrooms can be hard, but by having a bathroom connected to each classroom, we effectively eliminate a lot of those issues. Also within that is a storage facility. So each classroom has a small closet for essential items, which will help our organizational structure between all of our children's ministries. Lastly, you'll notice there's a small kitchenette area identified on the layout. This kitchenette is not a large commercial kitchen. It's just a small area to use more hands-on approaches for lots of different learning possibilities. Included in that kitchenette is also a washer and dryer space to clean up those messes when they occur. We know this is a different plan than we presented last June. And the reason for that was as the staff looked at the amount of space, which we do need in many ways, We just couldn't justify it on the budget. We wanted to present to you a realistic plan that could be attained. The current design allows for a second story to be added on at a later time. Our student ministry and upper elementary will continue to meet in our current second floor. Once our elementary and early childhood classes move downstairs into our new facility, it'll allow space for our adults to meet upstairs as well via access from our new elevator. We know there may be more questions, especially as they relate to financing and fundraising, but you will have an opportunity in the coming weeks to see more videos and also to vote on this plan as we move forward to encourage those who hunger to be nourished by God.
Thank you, Dan, for sharing that information with us about what's going to happen here at Holy Cross should the voters decide to approve this plan and the financing and the funding for this new education wing, and as well as you heard in the previous video, for the modifications that will be made to the present facility. Please keep this process in your prayers, that God's will would be done, not ours, and that it would be a peaceful process for us, and there would be a unity among us as we look forward to what God is doing, as we continue to do the work He's called us to do, of encouraging those who hunger to be nourished by Him through worship, growth, and service.